Hello, Peak Millennial listeners.
Welcome back to Peak Millennial. We have a very, very special guest this week for our Valentine's special, Miss Rianna Gayle.
Thank you. I got 3 varies. I'm quite excited.
3? Did I say 3?
You did say 3.
There's,
Don't take it back. You can't take it back.
3 is a magic number.
Wait, you say that like people know who the fuck Rihanna is. Give her give her a fake job title.
Look, everyone who listens to
knows
our
who I am,
podcast,
Gio.
everyone who listens to our podcast is friends with us, Gio. They all know who Ri is.
Introduce her.
Rihanna
She needs
is
an introduction.
Wow.
an intelligent,
She's a
beautiful,
shining diamond in the sea of rough.
sensual, intelligent.
Guys, take her back.
I said intelligent twice.
love this Valentine's Day.
Relationship expert, advice expert in general, I'd say.
Wow.
Rianna
Oh,
Gayle.
Gosh, I don't know about that.
I think you're quite good with advice.
I'm quite Sweden with my advice.
Quite what?
Switzerland. I'm in Switzerland.
She's quite Swedish with her advice.
What the fuck is going on over there?
Switzerland. I'm quite like on the fence and make sure I explain.
Yeah,
myself.
Ree's really hungover today. That's why her brain isn't working.
Is the case.
Oh.
Take some orange juice.
Speaking of Switzerland, did you know that people give chocolate to each other on Valentine's Day? Which is what this podcast is
that
all
was a
about.
segue, wasn't it?
Am I right?
Yes, people do give each other chocolate,
that.
and it is
What is
Valentine's Day when we are releasing this. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Oh, happy
happy
Valentine's Day,
Day,
Peak Millennial listeners. Odds are, if you have time to listen to our podcast, you're probably sad and alone this Valentine's Day. And we welcome you all the same. Welcome back to the warm bosom
Just think, if you
of
are
Peak
at
Millennial.
all, you're not lonely. You're just not giving in to consumerism.
Yeah,
And you've saved your money. Well
fuck
done.
capitalism. Let's share some Valentine's Day anecdotes, right?
Wait,
I
no.
don't know.
Wait. Okay. The only Valentine's Day anecdote I have is the one that I told in that video that we made them years ago. I can tell it again for the podcast, perhaps with a more modern take, more modern feel.
Okay.
I don't know how it can be more modern, but sure.
It's a story from the past.
Because now I've forgotten bits of it, and so it'll be better in my head.
Right.
Once long ago, when I was a young little lad, wandering the streets of Worthing, I had a girl. We were children. I had this girlfriend.
I had a girlfriend. She was 28.
This was actually, you know what's funny is this. Did I tell you the story about how I broke up with a girl on the toilet last time? Via
You
text?
did, yeah.
What? No, I don't remember this.
This is the same girl. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this podcast. Not like we promote it over social media or anything. So it's the same. I was a young'un, all right? It's the same girl. This is probably like the most contact we'd ever had throughout our like relationship, and I'm using the bunny marks again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd gotten her a necklace because I don't fucking know. That's what you do on Valentine's Day, isn't it? What do I know? I'm like,
Where did you buy it from?
playing
Out of
with my
interest.
Diablo.
Was it Argos?
Mate, fuck, I know.
I feel like Argos was
Probably,
the go-to
yeah.
affordable place for teenagers.
Yeah,
my
dude.
jewelry.
I wouldn't put it past me.
That is so true.
And that would make sense because there is an Argos in my town centre. Anyway, so I got this necklace. We spent we spent a day together, whatever we did. I don't remember if I got her flowers. There was flowers there.
Oh,
I think I might have gone
Gio.
like, hey, do you want flowers? And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah, right, 'cause that would make this a whole, that would make things weird. And so I brought her to the pier because that's what you do. That's your idea of romance when you're 13 is you go on the pier.
Mm-hmm.
So we're having a wonderful day. We go on the pier. I'm like, oh, I got you this necklace, a grandiose gesture of adolescent romance. And I handed her over this necklace, and it was a small necklace because I'm not made of fucking money, right? And she proceeded to slip through her weedy little young lady fingers, and in between the wooden flooring of the pier,
Oh.
and into the never-ending ocean.
Gio.
And it just kind of, I don't know, I was just take it back for a second. You're like, oh, this is
Awkward.
And then she does that thing that I feel like all young girls do. I just laugh at, any awkward situation. It's just like laughing. I'm like, well, I fucked up. So I kind of we went off the pier. I think immediately we just went off the pier. I was like, sit down here. I'll make things right. In my head, I'm like, fuck it. This is the most stress I've ever been in my entire life. And so I ran and I got her another necklace.
Oh. Oh, Gio.
And I gave her said necklace, and I was like, we can forget about this forever. Until one day when I need to tell this story on a popular podcast.
That's the thing, because I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And then I realised that we were obviously retelling the story for the sake of entertainment purposes.
Yes.
But, you know.
But it was an alright day. It was a good, like, I feel like that was a good, like, first go at romance for me for Valentine's Day.
I feel like you did everything technically, traditionally correct.
Yeah.
My form was on point.
Yeah.
It was just the execution that...
Well, the execution, I mean, let's face it was her fault. So...
True.
You know, you did everything right, Gio. It was all her.
Yeah.
And then I did break up with her via text on the toilet, so...
As in, wait, I don't know this story. So you was on the toilet and...
Have you not listened to our previous podcast at Peak Millennial?
That was the episode with Harry, wasn't it?
I haven't listened to
episode 6. I think that you
I don't know what the URL is. I was going
to... I haven't listened to episode 6 or 7.
peakmillennial@gmail.com.
No, but she can't listen to it at peakmillennial@gmail.com.
I mean, I can send a question.
No, what do I think of Valentine's Day? It's alright, isn't it? I think if you're in a relationship, it does feel like a bit of pressure to like do nice things and stuff, and it's just, I didn't particularly enjoy my last Valentine's Day because I was seeing someone who didn't live in London. So actually my last Valentine's Day I spent with a friend of mine from work because they didn't have any plans either. We got a cheese board and wine.
Oh, that just sounds beautiful.
And stayed late at the office and got drunk.
That just sounds beautiful.
It was actually really fun. And it was like, because, you know, we were just like friends hanging out and they didn't have any plans either. So we just chilled out and it was nice.
I've never, except from in uni 2 years ago, we did a Galentine's, so pre-Valentine's.
Oh yeah, the day before. Because then I had to spend the next day.
That's the only time I've actually celebrated Valentine's. Otherwise, I've never celebrated it because I've never been in a relationship.
Day. Is there a equivalent? Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Bro-entine's. Day. Ladentine's.
What do you guys do on Galentine's? You have like pillow fights and then all fuck each other. What?
Yeah, exactly that. No, he just had
and
wine.
Finally got to. No,
oh my god, Ree's had this thing for so long that I'm in love with her, and I'm like, don't flatter yourself,
so
convinced.
Right? As soon as she told me she was bi, I was like, I knew it. It's because you're in love with me.
I was just like,
you can see it, Gio. You see it, right?
I see it, man.
Yeah. See. All of our listeners are going to be like, yeah. I see it too.
all right, fine. No, but well, I am in your bed
control
right now.
The sexual tension. God fucking damn.
But anyway, my point being is that no, we just had some wine and chilled out really, and then actually, I don't know if I should tell this story. No, wait.
And then you guys fucked.
No, about
about
when Adam was telling us about that guy dating my friend Alex at the time. And they had a fight, and then he was showing us the messages, but he accidentally sent him a voice note.
Oh, yes! Oh, yeah.
That was, probably the funniest thing that's happened to me.
My thoughts on Valentine's Day, I feel like I come across as anti-Valentine's because I'm a sour single person, which might have something to do with it.
All three of us are sour single people right now.
But I feel like it adds an unnecessary pressure, but I'm all for romance. If you partake in Valentine's for me, I just like the fact that you thought of doing something sweet. So if you're doing it just because it's Valentine's, I'm not really going to be happy with it. But if you're doing it because, I kind of like romantic gestures.
I guess as well, because the beauty of romance is when it's not expected of you. Mm-hmm. So the most romantic gestures will be just a surprise, or just because you want to, not because you have to. And Valentine's Day makes you feel like you have to be romantic on that day. You have to do something. And look, I'm just quite a soppy romantic person, even though I hate admitting it. I hated admitting it for a long time, but now I will admit it freely because there's no point in denying who you are.
Fucking deep, man.
I don't like.
There's no point in denying who you are.
But I think I don't like people doing stuff for me, but I like planning romantic things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I suppose it does.
Sure.
But also that's what I think. I think I don't like the forced nature of it. I was at my dance class, because I go to a dance class now. My dance class, and this because it's on Thursday, so it will be on Valentine's Day this year. And like our dance teacher was asking like, oh, who's gonna be not here next week, because obviously it'll be Valentine's Day, and there's one of the married women, like older women in the class. She was like, oh yeah, I'll be here, and then she was like, oh, a dance teacher was like, oh, what, like you're not gonna be here? I thought, like, because you're married, like, and then she was like, oh, every day is Valentine's Day, and I was like,
yes, girl.
I was like, yes, that is the kind of energy that I want.
Yes.
Like, you know,
it's true.
Well, alas, you nailed it.
she's cool. She's a very
Crushy.
cool lady.
What do you think of Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Because you're like Mr. Romantic.
I've never felt a pressure, but like a pressure to like perform on Valentine's Day, if you will. But I think it just comes from just not caring about anything in general, really. Apart from last Valentine's Day, it snuck up on me. I was in Venice last year for Valentine's Day,
Oh,
and I remember it.
Did you
I
just
remember because I was like, "Oh shit, I'm alone in
couples.
Venice on Valentine's Day." What a strangely sad moment.
well, you might as well be alone in Venice than be alone in at home, isn't it?
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, well, you know, fuck 'em. The weather's a bit shit. Like, it smells crappy around here. Like, it would be nice to have someone with me, but there are worse places to be than
You also could have found
Venice on a Valentine's Day.
someone else who was lonely on Valentine's Day in Venice.
That's
Just
true.
saying. That's what you should have done.
I should have hunted a little senorita down.
Yeah, okay. When you say it like
Don't
that,
Used her on a gondola.
when you say it like that in that voice, no, you shouldn't.
Sorry, I'm an aggressive romantic.
What did you do?
But I like Valentine's Day.
I don't remember what I did last Valentine's Day. How sad is that? Is that no? Do you know what? It's not sad. Was I working? Was I working? I don't think I was
You're
working.
actually checking your
I'm checking my
calendar.
calendar.
Okay.
Guys, I'm checking my calendar just because I have no idea.
But I'm sick of people being sick of Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Just let the people
Yeah.
have their happiness. If you're fucking miserable, then
Be miserable
sit down.
at home by yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, be miserable, out of my way.
Yeah.
I do.
But this is the thing. I don't think I hate Valentine's Day. I'm not a fan of it. I used to hate Valentine's Day. I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I think I'm just indifferent. It's like, if you like Valentine's Day, that's fine. If you don't, sure. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't like the people that, and I'm gonna generalize and say it's quite often men that are just like, well, the men that I know,
right.
Dare you.
not okay, but anyway, basically men I've come across were just like, oh yeah, fuck Valentine's, I don't want to have to pretend
Hey,
to do all this
Valentine's
stuff.
is hard for guys. You know,
Yeah.
on average, we spend like twice as much on Valentine's Day.
That's
Yeah.
The
that
ladies.
is
That is-
I
yeah.
understand that, but I feel like don't purposely not do something romantic, or
Yeah, you'd have to be a dick about it.
yeah,
Mm.
just to prove a point. Right, like if you're not a romantic person, then fair enough. But like, don't not do anything and purposely
Yeah.
not see your partner or whatever it is just to prove a point, because it's just
Yeah,
like
don't like.
it's a bit deep. I feel like it's a lot more deep to just do that. Because even if you're
Don't book a cruise for one. The day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I also think it's maybe an age thing. Because in school, all the boys were like,
Yeah. Whereas my dad is actually like a super like romantic guy, but again, he's not really romantic in the traditional sense. Like, he will sort of
It's
just
just sweet, right? He just
yeah,
does little
he'll
sweet,
just
yeah.
do nice things because he thinks that my mum will appreciate it or something
Mm.
like that. But then he, like, even if my parents agree, like, we're not going to do something for Valentine's Day, my dad will always get my mum something, like
Aw.
something small. And like, I think one time he like,
Oh, lad.
I think he put like something around my mum's door, and he put like
Cocaine.
Yes. My dad's a real romantic. He loves drugs. Just kidding.
Well.
But I think he put like rose petals or something,
Oh,
like a
that's
little
cute.
like thing outside her door. So in the morning, like, she woke up and she opened the door, and that was like, I think it was last year. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they've been married for 30 years, and my dad is still like, I want to impress her. You know. I think that's what it is. It's sort of like, I think for people who are in long-term relationships, it is like a bit of a kick up the arse to kind of be like, this is a day where we're going to do something romantic.
Yeah, because
But-
it's not that it goes stale, but it can
It can
Just
though, if you get
in a
into
way.
a rut, or not a rut, but like, you know, if you do live
in a
together
routine and it's the same.
yeah, and you've got kids and all that kind of stuff, it's just like we need to do something romantic on this day. We need to reaffirm
Yeah,
our relationship on this day. I think it's kind of a nice thing. I don't know.
yeah. No, I agree with that. Especially if you have like couples that have like younger children, for instance,
Exactly.
it's a good excuse to be like, we're gonna get a babysitter, or like, can you look after the kids because we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Because we gon' fuck.
Basically. Do you think?
Tell me, ladies, what is your perfect idea of Valentine's Day? What would you have if Idris Elba was here
Okay.
and he wanted to take you out
Well,
for a cheeky V-Day?
I had
Well,
this is
do you know-
unrelated, but I had a dream that I was dating Timothy Chalamet the other day.
I
Christ.
don't know. I don't know who that is.
He's the guy from Call Me
don't
by
know
Your
that.
Name. I love him. Anyway, it's irrelevant.
Right.
But I had a dream I was dating him the other day, and it was Valentine's Day, and we went. I think we were at the beach or something. Anything that involves exercise will not be in my dream Valentine's Day.
Do you
Apart
know
from
what?
banging. But
Lol.
but no,
You
just
gotta end it with banging.
yeah. But something like, you know, I think something chilled out and low key, like you know,
Yeah.
something nice and simple, nothing too mental.
I'm just gonna, just in case this person's also listening, he just scored a goal. If Alex Lacazette is listening, or someone who knows him, he would
Football, sports, love it.
he would be
Woo!
my
Love the
dream.
sports.
Okay, not my dream date. He would be one of the few
Don't
men.
fucking say that if he's listening. Tell him he's your dream fucking
Oh,
date.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, soz. Soz. Yeah, you would. But basically, he's French. So, like, he can just, like, we can just chill and eat Nutella. And he can just whisper sweet, what?
Eat
French,
some Nutella.
French sweet nothings in my ear. And that probably would be it. What?
Omelette du fromage.
What would you do with him, Ree? You just want to eat cheese all day. Come on.
No, he
No, that
won't
was
eat
just
cheese
me.
'cause
I
he's a
just said
footballer.
omelette du fromage.
Oh, I see.
I don't act it.
You can go anywhere in the world, Rihanna, for romantic day, Valentine's Day.
I think I would want to go somewhere where we could take
Don't think, Ree. Accept it within yourself.
I think I'd want to get out of London for Valentine's Day. Go somewhere
Yes.
like
I can take a stroll and like we
Yeah.
can just. I think somewhere that allows us to just have time, just us two. Especially because if it's Alex Lacazette, you know, babes listening, he doesn't have a lot of time, you know, because he's got to do training a lot and stuff. So you know, I would like to just spend some time, have a stroll, be one with nature, eat some Nutella.
So your idea is eat Nutella and go for a walk.
Essentially, yeah.
Mm.
Because
That's
it also
dream Valentine's Day.
I think mine
it
would
also
be like
depends on the guy though, because I feel like if I think of different guys that I've ever been involved with, I would have different dream
That's
Valentines
true.
with them.
that is true. My dream Valentine's Day is me and Timothy Chalamet. We're gonna go play some mini golf.
Sounds good.
We'll go for a
Okay,
nice
okay.
meal at a French restaurant, and he'll order in French because he can speak
Ooh,
French.
Are we in France? Are we in London?
No.
Where are we?
Okay. Maybe we'll be outside of London, but there'll still be a
Alright,
French
alright.
restaurant somewhere, surely, right?
Of course.
But just not in London. Somewhere secluded, somewhere nice.
Ooh, okay, I've got it. So we're looking at locations for flirty dancing, and there's this place in Cornwall that's like a little island off like the mainland England. It's called like
Ireland's good.
Mount something, and basically there's like a man-made pathway that you can like walk across the sea if the tide is low. So you can walk like
That's so cool.
on a brick pathway if the tide is low from like mainland to this little island.
I love
So I'd
that.
want to go there for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. And if it's Alex Lacazette, obviously he's rich enough, he can just book out the whole island and no one else can be on the island. Just be us two.
That's
Walk
very
around the whole
Twilight.
lake.
I'm just saying.
Let me have it. That
Yeah.
Alex.
I like how
Just saying,
we're both
you've got
into
a week
French
to
boys
plan it.
at the moment.
I mean,
For any French boys
Love the
listening.
Frenchies.
no, I just want Alex Lacazette. No offense,
Okay.
French boys.
Yeah.
But if you know Alex because you're French, then hook a sister out.
If you know- if
Alex,
anyone
you can
knows
email
a
Peak
famous
Millennium.
footballer-
But yeah, anyone who knows Alex Lacazette, hook a sister up. I'm just going to keep on saying that throughout the podcast now, just in
This
case.
is your only platform to try and meet him.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. So Rihanna, I don't, because the thing is, I don't really have any Valentine's stories. All my Valentine's days, I feel like have been just pretty bog standard and boring.
Full of
Apart from
despair.
In my final year, when I
Oh.
spent Valentine's Day comforting one of my friends because she was in a long distance relationship and couldn't spend Valentine's Day with her boyfriend, and then she ended up being a bitch anyways.
Oh.
So not the best story.
But it's a story to tell.
But it's a story.
It's a story to tell. So my Valentine's Day is not Valentine's Day per se. So I was going out with this boy in year 9, 14-year-old Rihanna, a 14-year-old boyfriend.
I'm glad you specified his age as well, because for a second there I was like, how old is he?
14-year-old Rihanna, 59-year-old.
If it was Idris Elba, I would have,
I still think that would be pretty wrong, actually.
Yeah, no, it would. Yeah, no, you're right. Well, we were both 14, just to clarify. And
Young and in love.
yeah,
Wandering the streets of
it was
London.
cute and whatnot. We'd been going out for a few months, I'm gonna say, and then
Oh,
Few
man,
months?
serious.
That's quite long.
that's long for
When
me.
you're 14.
That
is
was,
a long
I
time.
think, technically. Oh, I'm gonna say this out loud. I think technically he was my longest relationship, and I think it was only like 3 months and a bit.
Oh, I'm going to cut out the podcast. That's too sad.
Hashtag too deep.
It's going to make everybody really bummed out when they listen.
Yeah, everyone's, someone else is gonna be like, yeah, me too. And yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So we go out for a few months, and basically it was edging towards Valentine's Day. So I met him through. He played in the same football team as another boy in my year. So then we knew all the football team, and it wasn't really like laddish, but
Oh, he was a
They were-
footballer.
he was a footballer, and they would.
You're a wag.
I was a whack. I would go to the football matches and everything on a Saturday morning,
Okay.
very early. It was
Wow.
ridiculous. Yeah, fucking
Oh,
ridiculous.
mate,
I know,
fucking-
literally. Can't. I just,
I'm going to interrupt your story
go
for
on.
a mere moment. I played rugby in high school.
Did
I
you?
had like a
Did I know
I had like
that?
a long-term girlfriend. Yeah, because at high school I was the same height as I am now. Like I haven't grown since high school, so I was like really tall.
Oh, okay.
So I could like fuck kids up. And
Right.
and that's that's the thing. So we would fuck kids up at every game, apart from the games where my girlfriend would come and like watch me. We would get the absolute shit kicked out of us. Like people come out like fucking broken legs and shit. All the like
my
roided
gosh.
up kids from the fucking guy school would come out whenever our like girlfriends came to watch us play, and they were like fucking 10 feet tall and they had like twice the body mass.
Oh, soz.
Fucking bullshit. Anyway, sorry. Carry on with you.
Thanks.
cool.
Well, I mean, I think I'm just really prolonging it, but essentially, I got really scared. This is actually a deep story when you think about it. I got really scared because I was just like, he really wants to have sex, but I didn't want to have sex. So
Oh.
because I was really scared to
Oh,
about Valentine's Day approaching, so I was like, I don't want to have.
Oh,
sex.
really?
This is really sad. And he was like, it's fine, like, but yeah, I don't know. I dumped him, and it was
Before
literally like,
Valentine's Day.
I think it was like the week before, and then on Valentine's Day, I went out with Rochelle, one of my friends. I'm gonna say like maybe and two other boys from the football team that were like our friends in the first place. We went to go watch a film, and then
What was the film? Do you remember?
I feel like it was Notorious B.I.G.
well, I'll get
Wait,
a
that's not a
time appropriate film. How long ago was this? Like 10 years
Notorious
ago, right?
B.I.G..
Yeah,
Film?
his biopic,
film.
the
10
film.
years
Yeah.
ago.
I
Wait.
think it was called B.I.G. I'm not even gonna lie, and I think it was a 15. So we
I
had
think
to.
that's quite a romantic film to see. on
There was a sex
Valentine's
scene in
Day.
it, and I remember just looking at Michelle being like, "Oh, this is awkward," because it was like a proper, like, full-on sex scene.
Spider-Man 3 was released 10 years ago. You
It
could have
was,
been
that's
seeing
true.
Spider-Man 3.
It was definitely B.I.G. guys, because I remember the sex scene.
You could have been seeing Shrek the Third.
Really? Gosh,
Wow.
There you go.
That's
There you
a very any film with Shrek in it is a romantic film in my
it's
opinion.
true. Yeah,
There
you
you go.
have
It's
some
all about
moral
love.
lessons in there.
Yeah.
So
What
yeah,
was I saying?
that was my Valentine's Day story.
I was expecting it to be really funny, and actually, that's really bummed me out.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
Because it's
Way to
funny.
kill the fucking mood.
Sorry.
It's
trying to
supposed to
run
be
a
a
podcast
comedy
here.
podcast.
I'm sorry. Do you know what it is? It's because
Half
When
of
I-
our listeners have just fucking off themselves. Thanks to this fucking story. We now have 3
well,
listeners.
no, because
Half of our listeners right now.
it's no. I've come out the other side. So is he. I think his next girlfriend they've been together, or they are still together. So that's like 8 years or some shit. So like, on to the next one. Thank you next, and it helped him. I did him a favor.
Wow.
I don't know what I did for me in that situation, but I definitely did him the favor. So
At least he's happy.
yeah, for real.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
So, what is everyone's Valentine's Day plans?
Going to work.
Yeah, I'm same. Go to work.
Wow.
That's.
I have
that's
a dentist appointment.
it. Yeah, you did mention it, didn't you?
Do you actually have
Yeah, I got a fucking dentist appointment. He asked me when I wanted. Well, the lady asked me when I wanted my appointment. So I was like, oh, fucking just, in a few weeks, whenever you're free. And she looked at me and she goes, "How's February the 14th?"
Oh wait, was
And
she
I looked
asking
at
you
her
out on
back.
a date?
Single tear in my eye.
She was basically asking you
And I
out on a
said,
date, Gio.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll be there.
Yeah, Gio, what if she was asking you out?
Well, you know what? I'm an open guy. I think she was like, she must have been like 50 or something.
Oh.
Yeah, but she can teach you some stuff.
But like a harsh 50. She looks like
Oh.
112. But you know what? Don't knock it till you try it once. Am I right?
No.
Am I right, boys?
No.
No. I don't think I'd sleep with anyone older than 35.
To be fair, if they look younger,
Nah, even if they look 35.
if they look younger, it's not too bad. Like, but if they look like they could break in this, it's just not gonna happen, is it?
What
Idris Elba like fucking 71 or
Yeah,
something.
No, he's like 43.
It's 46.
Ah.
Is he?
I can deal with that.
Anyone
fine.
that my mum fancies, I just
I'm
won't
with
go
it.
near. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's my boundary.
But like, it just doesn't look 46, so it's fine. Like him and like Chadwick Boseman, it's fine.
I forgot he's 40.
He's like 43.
Chadwick
I think
Brosnan?
43 is my
That's
go-to
Chadwick
age.
Boseman, that's Black Panther, Gio.
That's a really, that name is like, god damn. Chadwick Boseman is, where's that? What is,
He has a
I've
really.
never heard any of
familiar
those
name.
names before. It really stumped me.
But last episode, Gio and I had the conversation of if you could go back in time and bang 3 people from history, who would it be? Yeah, I've
I'd
got
just be-
quite a range in mind, I feel.
I mean, you do
Ugh.
have a good range. I'll give you that. I definitely would go for a young Idris. I mean, I do Idris now. If you're listening,
Yeah,
Young.
Idris Elba, if you're listening to our
if you're listening,
podcast.
I'm trying to get our company to do a show with him for this exact reason. But I would do a young Idris.
I can't find any pictures of young Idris Elba. He's always got grey in his beard. Maybe he
Yeah,
came out of the
type in.
womb with grey in his beard.
Type in Stringer Bell from The Wire. That's
Oh,
String
like that
of-
era.
that.
Strings
Right.
of Bell.
I don't know what I'd have. I feel like I should have someone like proper.
You would have 3. You'd have 3 Idris Elbas
I mean, yeah, that could work.
Ooh.
on the go. You got to date him for 6 months. You can't be with him forever.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a bittersweet romance.
Yeah,
That's the rules of the game.
yeah.
Oh,
It's got to be a fleeting romance.
Yeah. So you get Idris Elba, but you get him for 6 months and then
You have to
Do
say
you know,
Your
bye.
lives go on
I think that's
separate
alright,
ways.
to be fair.
unfriend each other on Facebook.
I actually did that. I actually deleted an ex on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, you don't need to see them anymore.
Yeah, but it was the most like in my head. It was like a, gotta take some time out. But I just did it really
Yeah.
quickly. It was like bye, and then afterwards I was like, oh no, that's made me really sad. But now I'm fine.
You flash back to the moment. You're clicking in slow motion. I will go down with you. Black and white.
That's how it is in my head. Yeah.
Come on, Ree, just pick someone to fuck for 6 months. Jesus Christ.
No,
You know
Because
what
in
Rhea's
case they're
like. She's
listening.
gonna take her time with this
Exactly.
decision.
because I was going to say in case they're listening, but if they're dead.
Yeah, in case.
Well, it just could be listening. So.
in case Cleopatra, if you listen.
They could
You know what
be
Gio said though? He said a mermaid, and I was like, Gio, that's not
a history.
That's not someone in history.
They didn't
that's a
exist
fictional
20 years
character.
ago. Well, 200 years ago.
If mermaids were real, they'd be like, first you'd be like, are they real? Then
But
you'd be like,
Also, where would,
where are they? And then you'd be like, how can we fuck them?
yeah, because where would they, unless there's,
That's what I was saying. Top
There's-
half fish, bottom half human, or bottom half fish, top half human.
well, no,
What about left side fish, right side human?
But that
Oh,
was still
that's an
really-
interesting.
but that still wouldn't
Ooh.
really work whole-wise. Surely
I
we're
mean,
just talking
yeah.
about sexual organs.
I
Really.
can't believe you just said that.
It wouldn't really
whole-wise.
work whole-wise. Oh, come on, I'm not the only one who's just struggling to imagine. If I had a half a leg, I'd have half a hole, and then it would be like,
Not half a leg.
well, not half a leg,
whole
one,
leg.
yeah, only one leg. Whatever, you guys get what I mean. Yeah, the hole would be like a
I
semicircle.
mean, half a hole is just like a smaller hole.
That's true. And if
That's,
we're going by
that's like
biology,
philosophy, isn't it?
whole stretch.
But it'll
There you
be
go.
it'll be a semicircle.
The
so
real
have it
question you should
straight
be asking is what
Stretch
kind
it
of
over.
fish?
edge. True.
Like jellyfish?
Trout,
But then-
salmon,
Oh,
Isn't I don't get it.
mackerel.
Do
a
mackerels?
whale.
You know how like mackerel and
Whales
kipper,
aren't fish; they're mammals.
you know how
fuck.
kipper and mackerel fish like really smell? Do you think
Yeah.
they smell in its fish? Do you know what I mean?
Like
Do you think it smells in this? So if you basically, if you was
alive. Is that what you mean?
if you was to fuck a mermaid
Oh,
mackerel, would it smell? It's like,
Okay, what's happening right now?
Let's move on to some questions.
I think that was a good genuine question. If I'm honest.
I don't want to think about having sex with a fish. So, Gio, we have
Yes.
a question that's been emailed to us, sort of
we do?
related to what Rihanna's story was.
Mhm.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking me. Yes,
No.
we do. We're prepared for the podcast.
So we have a listener question, and they have asked.
Can you say it in a different voice so I can like suspend my disbelief that it's you?
Oh, I don't know what kind of voice to do.
How?
Do like a deep, sexy one, like you're on a sex hotline.
Oh, you have to go closer.
You know,
Go
I've
on.
not got a sexy voice.
Come on,
Read
Reed, do have a
Read
sexy
it.
voice.
Read
My
it.
sexy voice isn't gonna be sexy.
Just
Come on,
sit-
Reed.
Okay, I'll try it. If it doesn't work, we're gonna edit it out.
Okay. Okay, I'll stop laughing. Sorry.
Okay.
I won't let
Oh, get into character.
I
Well, that
am.
was.
I'm like trying to like purse my
Stop.
lips.
Oh,
Right.
that was horrible.
That sounded awful.
Oh my god.
Gee, that sounded awful. Okay. How do you?
Oh yeah.
I can't do this. I'm just reading it out normally. I can't do it. Okay, so question is, how to break up with your partner before Valentine's? Is it okay to do it? I think yeah, break up with them.
Break up with your partner before Valentine's.
I guess it depends
That's
why you're breaking up with your partner.
That's a strange question.
I think
It's like the implication is that like, oh, I could put it off. Could wait till like next Christmas, but time wise, it's good for me this Valentine's. I want to free up some time in fucking March.
well, yeah. I feel like if you, but then I don't know if you can put it off, then do you actually really want to break up with them? I think is probably.
How to break up before Valentine's? Is it not the same as breaking up at any other point? You gotta time it right before.
Yeah, but it is like a little
Valentine's?
bit more cruel to break up with someone before Valentine's Day, like close to Valentine's Day, because then like the most romantic day of the year, everyone around you is like
Made by
coupley
capitalists.
and all that sort of stuff. Huh?
Created by capitalists.
Created by capitalism, but still.
How to break up with your partner before Valentine's Day? You go up to your partner and you say, "Look, Billy, I ain't got the fucking dollar for all this shit. We've been dating for 15 years now, and to be honest, I think you're a bit of a wanker.
Wow.
Let's just cut the bullshit, save some money, and I'm going to Disneyland."
I love that.
Fair enough.
There you go. Up front, that on February the 13th.
Dump someone if you want to dump them. Dump them the day before Valentine's Day.
I think do it on Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
I
Do it
don't
on
know. I
Valentine's
don't.
Day.
I think. Okay.
He's like, no, you shouldn't. I'm
This
like,
is
yeah,
this is
we're
my
being serious.
Switzerlandness coming in. It depends
That's
on
Swedish.
my
Swedish
Swedish
nature.
advice. It depends if you are a couple that would celebrate Valentine's Day, then realistically you need to do it like a good few days before and just be like, I'm not feeling it, whatever. But if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, you just kind of chill at home, then you can have like a proper conversation about why you don't feel like you should be together on Valentine's Day. Because you might change your mind. You might get to Valentine's Day. If you break up with them before, on Valentine's Day, you might be in your feelings and being like,
Yeah, but you
I
can't
want
trust
them
that
back.
though.
Exactly,
You can't trust being
but then
allowed. Yeah.
and then you're more likely to go back. But if you do it on Valentine's Day and you actually have a conversation about it, you're more likely to just be like, this is why we can't work, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you're right.
But if you guys are more likely to do something big on Valentine's Day, maybe do it before, because don't want to spend all the monies and have to go by yourself.
Here's what you do.
Oh, okay.
Valentine's Day, you want to break up with them. You go to the fair, you book a Ferris wheel ride, you let them get on it,
And then just don't get on.
soz by, and then you wait till it goes up and you fucking leave them there
That is
half an hour going around the wheel, and you can run away to wherever you want.
brutal, but would be effective, I think.
Get the message across? No questions asked?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What came into my mind as you were saying that story was the woman who went to go, whose boyfriend cheated on her, So she convinced them to get matching tattoos, and then he went first, and then she walked out. Best Twitter thread
That
ever.
is amazing.
Yeah, ledge. I love us females sometimes.
Me too.
There's a sort of aggressive passiveness to that, isn't there? Where
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a
Beautiful.
permanent act of.
Yeah.
It's almost worse than violence.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a perfect like.
You can take a kick in the
Alternative.
balls, but
Yeah,
Mm,
scarred my body for life.
yeah.
I love it.
This is a movie question. My favourite questions are the one that sound like they're from a film.
Yeah.
'Cause you,
So it's my 22 male, as in I'm 22 male, girlfriend's 21 female, dad bought her a 10k watch for Valentine's Day.
I'm
He
so
gifted it to her last night at dinner. Her family is well off, but this is our first Valentine's together, and I planned a trip to Seattle, stopping at all Seattle, land of romance, stopping at all her favourite coffee places, a nice dinner, and then me gifting her an engraved watch from me. Oh, Jesus.
Oh gosh.
It was all supposed to be a surprise, but my top dollar for all this is $500. I'm now worried she's going to think I'm cheap and thoughtless. What do I do?
Oh, babes, come on.
It's
Why-
a thought that counts.
Why would he
surely.
even begin to think that? Like, I get it
Yeah,
that
but this
they've
is like
both.
a guy question. It's like, fuck.
I get it.
I've been one up.
His
Oh.
dad, her dad bought a watch as well.
But if it's an engraved watch,
Yeah.
it's like
And
it's
the
very
trip-
sweet, and also
Even
like,
the trip itself is a really nice.
But it's not a
Yeah.
fucking Rolex.
But I just think as well, like gifts from someone that you love always mean more than like the most expensive gifts you can get
Mm.
from family members or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yes,
something.
but it's a 10k watch, man.
Yeah, but I mean, who really
But-
needs that expensive of a
10K.
watch?
It depends. If she's very materialistic,
Then you don't want to date her anyway. Dump her.
Yeah, but then it's the fact that you got her with like a lesser watch.
Yeah, I
You
do
know what I
see
mean?
what you're saying.
She's walking around with a fucking Rolex on. You're giving her your fucking your Timex. You're like, oh, Jesus.
I-
What have I done?
I get it, but what can he do? Just not give her.
Are we
the
not just
watch?
saying who the fuck gets gifts from their parents on Valentine's Day
My-
if you're over 12?
I'm sorry, my dad actually does buy me stuff on Valentine's
What?
Day. Yeah, he does.
What? Yeah, what the hell? Really?
He'll just buy me like a bear or like some chocolates. Because mainly
Right, it's not a
because
10k watch.
no, it's not a 10k watch, but like mainly because he's like, oh, look at you, so sad and alone. Let me
10k
buy you
fucking watch.
Yeah,
Valentine's
but come
Day.
on. Why? Yeah, why are you? And it's not like she's single, so it's not like it's like
Sounds like she's banging her dad.
oh, don't.
Yeah.
That was gross.
Mate, I'd bang a fucking dad for a 10k watch on Valentine's Day. Fuck
Who
me.
needs a 10k watch though? That's just excessive.
Yeah, I was gonna buy a watch for £60, and then I didn't do it because I was like, I feel like that's a lot.
I know, same.
I think I'm still gonna buy it though at some point.
Wow, materialistic.
Where do you wear a
Rihanna.
10k watch?
As a-
Do you wear it on the toilet? Do you take it off before you go and take a shit in case you get like shit particles on it?
Yeah, but then
Who manages to get shit particles that high?
Well, you know, you fart and they're like, that's like poop particles everywhere.
Yeah, but you fart in the.
but why would
toilet.
you fart with your wrist
Yeah,
behind
what
your
if
back?
someone farts around you and you get tiny poop particles on your watch?
You're not gonna see them.
Yeah, but they're there.
That,
There
they
could
could
be
also
poop
be on your
particles,
face.
but
Face. I don't really get your point.
Yeah, but there could be poop particles in the watch before you have even bought it.
Not a 10k watch, mate.
Drown it in champagne.
Yeah, I feel like he just needs to come out because in all honesty, he's gonna always, I feel like, compare himself now to whatever gifts she gets from her. Like he's always gonna double, what's it called? Second guess himself, I think.
Mm.
So I think that's something he needs to go over within himself because that gift is a really cute gift and a really nice gift and a thoughtful gift. And if she doesn't respond in that way, they're incompatible essentially in that way.
Wow. Rianna Gayle hitting us with the beautiful advice.
I don't think the guy's worried that the lady's gonna like dump him. I think it's just the guy has been like financially demasculated
Yeah,
by this
which
this old man who's
Emasculated.
like, what?
Emasculated. That's what you were looking for. That's the word. It's the
Really?
right word.
Oh. I mean, I understood what you meant. To be fair,
Thanks, Ree. Thanks for sticking up for my side.
it's fine. It's because I always do.
For a
words
reason on a
wrong.
podcast. There's no way anybody can follow up with a 10k watch. Imagine that. You try to impress your girlfriend. You book a trip to Seattle.
But I mean, from a
Land of romance.
from a
But then
female
that's two
point,
gifts, isn't it?
but also from a female's perspective, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, my dad bought me the better Valentine's gift. Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine?
Unless she's banging her dad.
Oh, guys, stop with the bag.
Yeah, but as the guy, it's the guy, and he feels like shit because he's like, well, look at my peasant gift. Here you
Yeah,
go.
but he's bought
Here's
her.
the little watch that I got for you.
He's bought her a trip
To go to Seattle.
somewhere with his girlfriend.
The
Like,
state
he's
of
bought a trip for
romance.
2. That's a way better gift than something materialistic. Do you know what I mean? Actual quality time. I don't know though, because I'm very bad with presents. I don't like getting presents.
I mean, and let's face it, he probably didn't even pick it out himself. Probably got his assistant to do it.
What, the dad?
Wow.
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn.
agreed.
So, I mean, was it even from him? No.
So this is the update. I was in a really tricky situation, and I was feeling doubtful about myself. And I'm so suck my ball. He got ready as usual in the morning, and hopped on over to our favourite breakfast spot. When we were done, she said something like, "This is so thoughtful. How wonderful we get to spend this morning together. Thank you, thank you." She sounds like a fucking robot. Which got me all excited because I knew she was expecting to go home afterwards. But surprise, we get in the car and head further north. She was all like, "What's happening?" And then we stopped at another coffee spot. She burst out into laughter, saying, "Oh my gosh, are you serious? More coffee? Do you want to spend the day with a lunatic?" To which I replied, "Of course."
Oh, cute.
And then when we get to Seattle, out of romance, she's still giddy. Fucking English. Thinking we're about to go home, and that's when I give her the watch. She starts crying and says that this is the most thoughtful thing anyone has ever done with her,
There
but
we
it's no
go.
fucking Rolex. And she loves our anniversary. She loves our anniversary engraved into it. She even said, "I don't want to wear it because I don't want to hurt it, and I've got a fucking Rolex on my other hand." But put it on anyway. In fact, I feel like she's flashing it off. She was flashing it off. I assume you mean showing it off,
Yeah.
which she never does with any jewelry. She then laughed and mentioned how weird it was that her dad got her a watch. Oh, thank you. Fucking hell, someone else. And
See?
so did I. And that she's so grateful for me and our relationship, and not to be intimidated by it all because she prefers this way of living. Hang on, what? My poorness is not your fucking problem, dress lady. I'm choking on a Mentos. How dare you romanticize
Being poor.
my humble lifestyle?
That question wasn't even real. I bet that girl doesn't even have a dad.
He just wanted to humble brag about his romantic
It's
Seattle
like,
trip.
this is the girl with the big boobies all over again.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Topic time.
Oh gosh,
So-
I'm scared.
We discussed last time historical figures that we want to go back in time and date for 6 months.
Yes.
Oh shit, I feel like I was supposed to
But-
prepare for this.
So we said we'd do fictional characters, didn't we?
Fuck. Yes, we did.
Oh. But now I'm going to think of the actors.
I mean, they are involved in it, I guess, because you can't separate what they look like from the character, can you?
Yeah.
Mine, number 1, would be,
Spider-Man.
yeah, it's got to be Peter Parker. But it's got to be
But which one?
Peter Parker in,
Peter Parker.
like,
Ooh, which-
probably
yeah,
Into the
which one?
Spider-Verse, but the universe.
Wait, are we having sex or are we dating for 6 months? Which I'm sure
Both.
includes a lot of sex. Okay, sure.
It'd have to be Peter Parker. But I don't
But which
know,
one?
because I wouldn't want to. I don't think I'd be able to, like, date him if I knew that it wasn't permanent. Do you know what I mean?
It'll break your heart too much.
But you know what? A world with a little bit of Spider-Man is better than a world with no Spider-Man. So, Peter
you're
Parker,
right.
but I'd have to say
Better to have loved than lost.
when he's an adult, let's clarify that.
Pretty fair.
What? He's in...
He's a teenager. Peter Parker in
How old
most
is
of the
he?
films is a teenager. Yeah.
Isn't he like 18?
Well, he's like 17, 18.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in the new ones, he's like 16, 15.
Ah, shit.
Bless you.
Bless me. I think so. This is I've got a really rogue one. Have either of you seen Treasure Planet?
No.
I think I've mentioned this so many times at uni, but
This is the film we've tried to get us to watch like 20 times and we just keep pretending not to give a fuck.
pretty much, yeah. So there's a film called Treasure Planet. It's a Disney film. Everyone should watch it. But I forgot the character in it. Oh, where's my phone? But basically, the young boy in that, obviously,
The
when
young
he's
boy in that.
when he's of
I'm
age,
already-
when
I'm
he's of
already
age,
scared.
guys.
Wow.
But yeah, because I just
He's played by Joseph
oh, do you know
Gordon-Levitt.
who?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You're talking about Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No, I'm talking about the character though. Oh,
Who's played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Really? I don't know how that makes me
How
feel.
dare you? How dare you?
I don't know how that makes me feel.
How dare you, son?
But yeah, I love the film. So
Other
I had someone else in my head now, and it's gone. Damn it.
The guy from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Harvey Kinkle. Oh my god, I love him so much.
yeah.
I love him.
New Harvey Kinkle, not old school Harvey Kinkle.
Both.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Peter Pan, but like the newer one. So not Hook, but the one before that. when it came out, I was young. I was a child, so it doesn't make me sound creepy. But the Peter Pan in that, essentially,
Oh yeah, everyone fancied Peter Pan.
that one, he was great. I wonder what he looks like now.
Yeah, but he'd be well annoying to go out for 6 months. Imagine how clingy he'd be the first time you boned him.
There's something
I like
about
Nick
him.
Robinson.
I don't know who that is.
He's the kid, but he's older now. He's like.
I feel like wait, it's just all coming out now though. We like all these young boys.
That was never a secret with me. I've always loved Shawn Mendes.
Okay.
And
How old
he's
is he?
2 years younger than me.
He's what?
He's 20.
Yeah, but he's not like he's
yeah,
12.
but I fancied him like 2 years ago when I was 18. No, when I was 20 and he was like 18.
That's not that bad.
It is.
There's only 2 years between you though. If you went out with each other in school, then
That would still be weird.
You're
no,
right.
it wouldn't. If he was in like if he was in year 9 and you was in year 11.
That is weird.
Okay, it sounds weird. If he was in year 10, oh yeah, okay, no, it sounds
It's weird. I'm telling you, it's weird.
but it's like in the grand scheme of life, it's not weird.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not dating anyone who's younger than me again.
I remember when we was in year 8, there was a girl that was dating a guy who was in year 12, so like the first year of sixth form. Hella creepy.
That happened in my school as well, I think. And it was really weird because like he looked older
Oh,
than
this
he
guy didn't look that
was,
old, to be fair.
and she looked younger than she was.
Oh,
So like
Yeah.
it just, and she was in uniform and he wasn't because he was in sixth form.
yeah.
And it just looked so wrong. And we'd always see them like
Yes.
on the field, like making out or whatever.
Oh.
And everyone would always be like, ugh, it's just wrong. Because he had like a beard.
Oh.
It was still like,
that's
like one of those pube beards that teenagers
on
have,
the
but
field.
still.
Where all good romances were first birth
Mhm.
We didn't,
on the
we
field.
didn't really have a field in secondary school. We had like a hill that had grass on it.
On the hill.
On the
Oh, yes.
hill.
Romance Hill.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one, but it's not actually. It's like half of one because I'm definitely just mentioning it for the actor Killmonger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you go Killmonger and not old Wakanda Forever.
Oh no, because I wouldn't even choose to date him. I'd just
I'd
just
definitely
bang him.
Killmonger.
Yeah, I'd just smash him.
Because he's like aggressive and shit. Oh,
He could throw me around.
boy!
Real, I get a bit too excited.
Yeah, but he's got those weird scars all over his chest. They
Yeah,
feel
but that's like
fucking,
stimulation. Okay, do you know?
Oh.
Weird textured. Oh, Christ.
I need to
It's
stop.
for your
I need to stop
pleasure.
thinking about this because I
These
am.
textured for your pleasure.
I am. I am way too excited about this. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that is. Do you know what? I don't even care.
Do you want me to leave?
Yeah, I might need a moment, guys. Yeah, do you know what? That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. You know what? I'm adding that to my list as well. I'm taking that as well.
Oh, no,
Okay, I'd have to think of another one. Then.
Yeah.
All right.
taking my man.
Thor.
I feel like that's almost anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie.
I would.
Thor is like the complete opposite of all the guys you like. He's a big muscly man.
That's
man.
what I mean. So I'd like get him
Wanna
to throw
switch
me
it up?
around for a bit, but I wouldn't.
You want it
I
for the
wouldn't-
variety. You like a bit of sweet and spicy.
Exactly. And if I know
Well,
it's
but why
temporary,
not,
I wouldn't
like-
choose all the sweet fictional men that I would like.
But what
be in
about
love with.
like Captain America? I feel like he's not
Yeah,
up his
no, I
street.
feel like Captain America would like cry afterwards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. What about Bucky?
I'd bang
Oh
Captain
yeah,
America.
Bucky
Shoulder
Barnes.
muscle.
Yeah, for sure.
Bucky's a good.
That's
one.
actually a good.
You
you're
go
right.
Bucky and not Captain America. Fuck off.
Yeah,
No,
Bucky's a
because-
bit more rough around the edges. That's what it is.
Exactly.
You want
And
a bit
if
of
you're
roughness.
having a fling, we're talking about flings here. We're not saying long-term
It's true.
relationships.
Yeah, we are. We're talking 6. We're talking. I thought we were talking 6 months.
Yeah, but that's not like
That's not
long.
That's
long.
not an eternity.
That's not like Captain America worthy.
Yeah, Captain America. Like I would, I'd wifey him. Whereas like Bucky Barnes, you have a fling with for a few months, and then that's the end.
All right. What do I know?
Well, who are your peoples?
We've got to start off with. We're going to bring back the mermaid.
But
Just so I can have a good like old seaman's tale. You know, I can go on a boat and I can go to one of those
Seaman's
taverns. and be
tale.
like, you think
Well.
you know about mermaids? I fucked a mermaid once for 6 months. Ain't as good as it sounds. She's all fish down there.
oh,
To
smelly
do that
mackerel.
for the stories and to go down in sailor legend.
Mhm.
Go down.
Mhm.
Way.
Wayo. And then, straight after that, immediately after,
Once you get
after
back
we've
to
broken
shore.
up, I'd start a summer's fling with Lola Bunny.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that is such an
Bugs
obvious
Bunny
one.
is what I would do.
Bugs Barney.
Bugs Bunny.
Right.
What about Jessica Rabbit?
Problem with Jessica Rabbit,
She's you just think of her as a bit too much.
she would ruin me. I would disappoint her too much. That woman, do you know what I mean? She'd be too powerful.
Oh,
That is, I
dear.
think, the worst sentence you've ever said. I That's like the most disturbing thing I think I've ever heard.
You know what I mean? She's too much. That's like, I don't know, it'd be like ODing on like a really tasty food. You'd be like, yeah, of course I want it, but am I ready? Am I ready for this? So no, I wouldn't. Not for 6 months as well. God damn, you'd come back a different man. My final one for six
I'm still
months.
just thinking about Killmonger. Not gonna lie.
I could have a 6-month thing with adult Daenerys from Game of Thrones. I think.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, can I change
Perhaps a
mine?
boring choice, but the fantasy nerd inside of me, you've got to do it, don't you? There's a bit of danger there. Like, oh, is she gonna kill me? Is she gonna, am I gonna get eaten by a dragon? Well, my heart says yes, but my dick says no.
Oh,
Is
you
it
can't
the other
say
way
it.
around?
You can't do an R. Kelly reference, please.
We pick 3. Who would you settle down with forever and ever?
Out of the 3,
Fictional character, really quick. No, for anyone. Fictional character. You have
Michael
10
Cordero
seconds.
Jr.
Oh.
from Jane the Virgin,
Right, good.
for sure.
Read, go.
fuck, I don't know.
Or you end up alone. 5 seconds, or you end up alone.
5,
Ah!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you're alone. Fuck it.
So much
10
pressure.
seconds. 10 seconds. I would go with. Yeah, I fucked myself here, haven't I?
5.
We'll go Jessica
4.
Rabbit. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna turn into a superhuman. God damn.
Oh, I should have just said Killmonger. Fuck it. We could have.
Yeah, you should have done, mate. You fucked it right up.
Would you change it? Would you be able to change it?
Actually, no, I feel like Jessica Rabbit. I don't know. What's she like as a person? I'm just judging her on appearance.
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't-
Killmonger's a good one. I think if
I
you're
don't
going to
think
go
I
for a
could-
Michael B. Jordan character, you got to go for like
Wallace.
Creed.
Oh yeah, Creed's probably a good one actually. But he has he has someone in Creed. But
So Killmonger did in Black Panther.
no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did, and then he killed her.
Yeah, exactly. So she's in the picture now. Oh, do you know who I did not say? I'm so disappointed in myself.
What?
Finn.
Can't have her. No take backsies.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
That's
disappointed
really
in myself.
Who's Finn?
For John Boyega in Star Wars.
I'm more of a Poe girl myself. I just really love Oscar
I like
Isaac.
Cost the Asian girl in the most
Oh my
recent
god!
film.
Oh my god! So we
And I didn't even say him.
when we watched the most recent Star Wars film, and we literally.
I'm sorry, I don't know your name by
They,
the way.
they
Asian
kissed,
girl.
right?
Yeah.
In the film. And I was like, oh my god, interracial romance without white people. This is amazing. And Rhea was like, fucking killer. Like, I've never seen her so
Yeah,
aggressive
because
and
why-
so upset in my
Because
life.
it was so pathetic as well. It's just like you're gonna kiss him and. It's really
What a
good.
waste.
End of sentence.
Just so
What
mad.
a waste of a kiss.
You gotta suck him up or do nothing.
Exactly.
Come on, girl.
Oh, Christ.
Exactly. I feel like his parents would be really ashamed if they was to hear my podcast, but I'm coming
Your
after your son.
podcast.
Sorry.
Your fucking podcast.
Oh, sorry.
You come
I
into
should've-
our podcast.
You come on my fucking podcast, woman.
I meant just, you know what I mean? This episode of your podcast. that
God
I'm on.
damn.
Well, to our lovely listeners,
Thank you,
we hope
podcast
have
listeners.
a great Valentine's Day.
Treat
And
yourselves.
Even if you're alone, it doesn't mean you're alone. Send us a
Never
text.
really alone. Text.
Send us a
What the fuck?
text.
You are
No,
not
you're not allowed my phone
alone.
number.
Get out of here, man. What the fuck are you doing?
I am here with you.
We're gonna copyright that shit. Shut the
I
fuck
have
up.
to say, as horrifying as that was to hear for you, Gio, I had to witness Rihanna singing that into the microphone in person, lying down whilst playing with her hair. And it was probably one of the
Yeah,
most
lady
haunting
erection.
moments of my life.
Yeah, she probably did. Why she acted like she didn't? Like, they didn't turn her around.
Email peakmillennial@gmail.com with your viewer submitted questions or your stories or your thoughts on the podcast. Do you hate us with all of your mind, body, and soul? Let us know at peakmillennial@gmail.com.
Or do you think I should take over this podcast? Yay.
Get a microphone then, bitch. Get a working laptop.
Wow. Wow.
Goddamn. Have a good Valentine's Day, listeners.
Yeah, we
Have
hope you
a
have a
good
lovely
one.
Valentine's Day.
Eat some Nutella.
If you're allergic to Nutella, eat some cheese. If you're lactose intolerant, just die.
Wow.
Reed, did you enjoy being on the podcast?
I did.
Has this podcast helped you with your relationship and romantic
You like it?
endeavours? Say it helped you.
Sure.
Reed's got some romantic prospects on the horizon.
No, I don't think so.
Like-
Unless Alex Lacazette
Oh my
comes
God.
forward
Okay,
after
alright,
this
that's it. That's the end of the
podcast.
podcast. That's the end of the podcast. I can't hear this anymore.
Alex, my number is.
I literally can't hear this anymore. Goodbye, listeners.
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Bye.